Hi, Michael Newrock here. I'm just considering taking a trade. It's on the gold on the 15-minute chart, and I'm looking at a sell. I just have to click yes or no from the trade assistant alert that it's popped up. You can see that prices move down and up and down and up, and it's looking at a potential down now. So we're bidirectional. We're in bidirectional market. Three of the higher time frames are pointing down. Three of them are pointing up. My fast moving average has crossed over my slow moving average. Trend follow has just changed to red. My RSI is below the 50. My MACD is below the zero line. And my stochastic has just crossed over. So I'm going to take the trade. Just click yes. And there it is. Instant or virtually instant. So small relative risk, big reward. What are we looking at? About 375 pips and about 800 to 1200 pips for recent lows. That's the reward, and it could potentially go even higher. So on the gold spot price, about $3 or $4 for the stop, and $12 or more to the downside. So I'm going to pause right now and come back as soon as I have another update. Hey, okay, so things have been going really well on this trade. $2,173. My first position has just been taken out. Sorry for not doing an update earlier. This trade just moved quickly, and I was busy doing other things. But my trade management took over. You can see here the trade was taken. It did go down quite a lot to start off with, and then went up towards entry, then came down again. So I could have locked in profits even earlier, but a great result so far. $2,290 thereabouts on my open trade, and it is now trailing via the parabolic SAR in the second position. So even if it goes against me, then it's been a wonderful trade. And actually, for what I risked, this trade has been going phenomenally well. And we're now in an overall downward move. I mean, 6 out of 6 of the high time frame indicators are now pointing down. So very, very strong. It could go much lower. If it takes me out now, it takes me out, but it's been a wonderful trade. And if it continues to go down further, then that's just going to improve my my position, both my equity position and my future capital position. So I'm going to pause, and I'll come back shortly. Hey, I'm back. 2,700 currently on this open position. We've had another move down. It was almost taken out. If you can see the stop there, very, very close. So currently just over 2,000 pips in profit at the maximum, or currently sitting on, and about 1,600 pips locked in. Now, a new trend trade has just formed. Of course, there's nothing to take because I'm already in the trade. I wouldn't be taking the trade this far low anyway. Overall, the market's looking good. It's overall down. 6 out of the 6 higher time frames are pointing down. And you can see here the trade alert here telling me that a new trade has occurred to the downside on the 15-minute time frame, as well as any other trades that I've had recently. So looking really good. I've got money banked in my account from the first position that was closed previously, and I've got my second position still open. So, if it moves against me right now, I've got profits locked in, and I walk away a few $1,000, richer. If it continues to go in my direction, it's going to be even better for my trade. So let's see what happens. I'm going to pause right now, come back as soon as I can. All right, back again. $3,360 in my second position. You may recall just under 2,200 was closed out of my first position and converted from equity to capital. Right now, I've got my second position in play. It's trailing the trade nicely, and a very nice swing downward taken after that new trend trade just recently. So looking really, really good. Almost 3,000 pips as a maximum. It's moved so far, and more pips are locked in. I'm trailing this particular trade via the slow moving average. So when the slow moving average moves down, the price or the stop will continue to move with it. Now I can even choose to have the stop placed a little above the slow moving average if I want to give it a little bit more room. But there's a lot of money on the table here, so many of my trades will make a couple of $100 or a few $100, but when you get into the thousands, that 4 or 5 thousand bucks zone, then it's not a bad idea to lock in profits and keep it fairly tight, because we've got serious money on the table. So things are going well. I'm leaving it up to the Profiteer trend management system to continue to trail the trade for as long as it goes down. And right now I'm sitting in a win-win position, which is where I always want to be as often as possible. So until next update, I will see you soon, hopefully with some good news. Okie dokie, I'm back, and we're on the gold. We're on the 15-minute time frame. Had a nice swing down. It's been correcting since then. My stop has continued to move down, just edging a little bit more profits, and it's sitting good, just under $3,000. Obviously, I'd like to see a retesting of the low that it just had, but it's looking good. So it's moved around 3,000 pips. So with gold, every cent is 1 pip, and there's 100 cents in $1. So $1 is 100 pips. $10 is 1,000 pips. Currently, it's moved down around $30, which is 3,000 pips. Sitting a little shy of that now, but a great position to be in. And I'll work out how much the total is when this trade closes. Of course, I walk away from this trade a winner, and several $1,000 winner at that. So very, very happy. And I'll pause again and come back as soon as I have another update. Okay, and that's it. Game over. But yeah, we had a really nice move, and particularly the first day, I really wasn't even focused on this trade. My trade got taken out or closed when it hit the slow moving average just here, but a very, very nice trade. A couple of thousand pips in that one. And what are we looking at? 2,774 and 2,173. So two positions, both at only one lot each. Works out to around 478, around 4,950, just shy of $4,950. Great, great trade, I think, in anybody's language. You can do a lot with $4,950, no matter what part of the world you live in. Overall conditions are still down. So what am I going to do next? I'm going to look for another opportunity. I'm going to wait for this correction to occur. All my indicators are still saying that this is going to go down. Is it going to go down now? Well, I will only take a trade based on the rules of the Profiteer system. And right now, it's telling me not to take a trade. The good news is, as soon as an opportunity comes up, I will be alerted of that opportunity. And then it's up to me whether I want to take that trade or not take that trade. And I guess the same situation or the same decision is for you today. Is today going to be your personal Independence Day? Is it going to be the day that you move forth and make independence for yourself by generating a additional income or an income during your retirement, or make it your sole income? Of course, you need money to make money, so it depends on what your financial state is right now. But is this your Independence Day for moving forward in life? Because honestly, from the heart, I can tell you that for me personally, when things started to click and I started to make money on a consistent basis, that's when I really saw it as my personal Independence Day. So look, thanks for watching. It was a long trade, but a lot of money, just under $5 grand. So I'm as happy as can be on this trade. Trading is not easy, but it doesn't have to be hard either. You do need to put in some personal effort. Okay, you do need to put in personal effort. But if you do that and you have the right support behind you, you have the right system, you have the right technology. In this case, software, really, we're in the new century. We're really blossoming as far as our ability to program anything, and it really is the age of AI and software in general. So, I come from the 80s, the geek decade, when the first programmers the new wave of programmers were coming out. So that's where I come from. But, these days it's fully mainstream. Even primary school kids are encouraged to code. Coding is where it's at, or at least understanding in this case, system, and being able to manage it effectively. Anyway, I'm delighted with the trade. 5 grand in the bank, or just under 5 grand in the bank, to do with what I please. Whether it stays on my account, builds up my account, allows me to make even more money by having a bigger account, or whether I withdraw it on my monthly cash withdrawals, is my choice. So if you want to join me, then I'd be delighted to be able to share everything that I know, and hopefully play a positive contribution in fast tracking your success as a consistently successful and profitable trader. That's what it's all about. Till next time, good trading, live well, and I'll see you soon.